Those calling for a merger are lazy thinkers, PDP chieftain Segun Sowunmi says. Can you imagine? Those calling for merger like Atiku and some other individuals are lazy thinkers. How are they lazy thinkers? This guy is already in APC, I'm telling you, because you know that if a merger is successful, APC will be in deep trouble sustaining position by 2027. And so this guy is a propagandist trying to create a notion, an atmosphere that probably would discourage the merger from taking place. This guy is in PDP working for APC, it's obvious. But again, let's dive into the details to understand this perspective probably better. A chieftain of the People Democratic Party, PDP, and one of the party's governorship aspirants for 2023 election, Segun Sowunmi, has condemned the alleged plan of the opposition to form a merger and overthrow the ruling All Progressive Congress in 2027. Recall that the political economist Pat Otomi had confirmed that the PDP, Labour Party, and NNPP have all agreed to form a merger. However, speaking during an interview with Punch, Sowunmi condemned the move, insisting that the thinkers of the policy are lazy. He wondered who would lead the party if they agreed to merge. That is actually a big question. Then the PDP chieftain opined that the opposition will spend the next 20 years fighting on who to make the presidential candidate of the new party. That's correct. So he advised the PDP to reform itself instead of getting involved in unnecessary drama. And according to him, well, collaboration is better, but I suspect this measure of a team is because the thinkers of this policy are lazy. They think they can use what their enemies used in beating them to also defeat them. When their enemies wanted to beat them, science detected a measure. Okay, a measure would work out fine, and that was done with President Tinubu's Action Congress of Nigeria and Buhari's Congress for progressive change. Okay, so some PDP members also left to join this measure. Okay, hurting themselves because many of them are back in the party now. And that is somebody like who? Okay, so who are they merging with? Have they talked to Peter Obi and his obedient followers? Who will be the captain of this merger? Will the 13 PDP governors agree to a change of name and subsume themselves under an arrangement that they don't know? They are going to spend the next 20 years struggling and fighting themselves on who is going to be the president, because all of them want to be president at the same time. Rather than all this drama, the party should rather reform itself and see how this would boost its membership and elevate its ratings and acceptance. We lost an election, but that doesn't mean we can't win again. Once we look inward and correct our mistakes, people must see what we are offering and doing differently. And that makes sense a bit. Okay, that makes sense a bit, even though he's neither here nor there, because this guy is probably ready to move to APC, like he had told what is his name, Daniel Buala, to keep a place for him that is coming behind. Okay, so this guy could be making a point, but it's a cheap political point, and it's a point that appears honest to everybody, but it's also a way of bringing out the weak point of PDP, APC, PDP, Labour Party, especially PDP, okay, so that they will be discouraged from forming the merger, and at the same time, APC will keep cruising on auto. Because this guy is already looking for a way to get into APC to the best of our knowledge. Okay, so now with the way it is, him saying that the parties, especially PDP, NNPP, and Labour Party, will continue to fight themselves for the next 20 years on who should become the president is a fact. Because Atiku is desperate, Kwakwanso is desperate, and Peter Obi in a way is also desperate because he feels he can solve Nigerian problem. So why will the NNPP and the Labour Party team up with PDP when it was Atiku that pursued them out of PDP in 2022 presidential primaries. Okay, that was what happened. So because of Atiku's greedy behavior, Peter Obi left the party. Kwakwaso left the party. So why will Atiku now go and canvass and beg them to come together again? And he will not step down for any of them because he wants to be president. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You rubbish these people and they left you, and you cannot force them to come back to you again. That is it. You can't force them to come back to you again. Okay, so now that Atiku is looking for a merger, and now Pat Tommy is trying to champion it, I don't see how that works. Even though they asked Pat Tommy who will be the president, he's saying that they shouldn't worry about that. Let them merge first. Why would they worry about that? Why will I form a force with a group that I don't understand what is in it for me or what is my position in it? You understand? I won't do that. So anybody that's asking who will be the president is asking right. That is the truth. That is the truth. Is asking the right question. These people, I know that if they attempt to form that merger, it's going to be a problem. I know that Peter B will not even join. That is a given. He will not step down so low because Biden will not let him join. And he already know them and know their agenda and their interests. So he will not fall into that trap. Peter B is just too much for that, I tell you the truth. Peter B is just too much for that. He will not fall into that trap. So now that Segun Sowunmi is bringing out all of those issues, he is advising that rather than PDP calling for a measure that may not see the light of the day, let them look inward, find out their mistakes, why they lost the last election, correct their mistakes and move on. And then as a party, let them show Nigerians what they have for them on the table. And then they can also rise up again and garner more followers and prepare for 2027 to see how they can perform better. That looks a bit objective and reasonable, but it's Atiku ready. All of them are running from party to party looking for a ready-made platform for them to run. Build your own platform irrespective of how long it takes. A time will come, it will start producing results. They will not because they're not patient. Rather than building the platform, identify the errors they have made in the past, try to assess their performance and determine a way to move forward in in an improved manner. You are looking for a safe a platform to enter. That obviously won't work. It won't work. Okay. So Segun Sowunmi is saying the truth anyway, but again, what is the rationale behind him saying the truth as well? Because no politician is to be trusted. They are all looking for a ready-made platform to enter. Even Segun Sowunmi that is speaking like a staunch PDP member today, which he has always been, it cannot be predicted. We can wake up tomorrow now and he migrates into APC. Like I'm sure he's ready. His mind is already divided. So let him provide his solution to his PDP and Atiku. Atiku is greedy and people will not listen to him. That is the truth. Governors will not follow him in that measure. A lot of the people will not follow him in that measure. So he's like more of on his own. So thank you for listening. Let's have a comment over Segun Sowunmi's comment on the major plan that is being proposed by Pat Tommy and Atiku Abubakar.